Please stand for the pledges. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Northwest, one of the biggest events of the year is happening right now as we speak, and one of our NHSTV reporters has an in-depth look on what it takes to donate blood.
And the world's most famous cowboy space ranger duo are proving that as the years go by, their friendship will never die in one last adventure.
All this and more here on NHSTV Live.
A federal jury is siding with the man who is accusing the Monsanto company's popular weed killer Roundup of causing his cancer. Edwin Hardman, who insists that the weed killer caused non-Hodgkin lymphoma, is the first of thousands of similar cases to be tried in a federal court. Monsanto claims that glyphosate, the key ingredient in Roundup, is safe. However, studies have argued that the herbicide can increase cancer risk by 41%. Now there are over 4,000 cases awaiting trial in various state courts.
Seniors, there'll be a mandatory class meeting in the PAC during advisory today. It'll include details about important dates, fundraiser information, and the upcoming graduation.
Attention all aspiring writers, poets, journalists, and lyricists. If you have ever wanted to publish your work before, you can send it to the Creative Writers Club to be featured in the first Northwest High School book of our students' creative work collections. You can email your work to justine.nettleton@nisdtx.org or deliver typed work to room 2310. Also, a one-paragraph biography is required if you do submit a piece. The last day to turn in your material is April 3rd of 2019. If you're interested in joining the club itself, members meet on Mondays during Invest. If you have any questions, you can go to room 2310 during 1st, 4th, and 7th period.
If you're a new inductee into National Technical Honor Society, there will be a mandatory meeting on Tuesday, March 6th in the lecture hall during Invest. If you have any questions, you can see Ms. Tran in room 728, or you can email her at ptran@nisttx.org.
Some of the biggest and most participated events in the year are our Northwest blood drives. Now we have NHSTV reporter Emma Newbaker out in the gym where it all takes place. So what's going on so far, Emma?
Thanks, Anchors. I'm here in the small gym today at the blood drive with Jessica Ray, the mobile supervisor. So can you tell me about what's going on today?
Yes, we are having a blood drive today from 9 to 2:30 in hopes of gathering blood for the community that we are serving here out in, Justin? So, yeah, we're here from 9 to 3:30, sorry.
And what's going on? What are the requirements today?
We ask that you at least weigh 110 pounds, at least have eaten something within the last 2.5 hours, at least be 16 years of age, and if you're not, at least have your parental consent with you and a photo ID.
And why should students donate blood today?
Because it goes to help the community, and a lot of it goes to trauma victims, cancer patients, and newborn babies.
Okay, thank you so much for talking with us. All right, students, if you have any questions, go to the booth right outside the small gym and come donate your blood. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you so much, Emma, and thank you guys for donating. It's always nice to see fellow Texans give back to the community, and Northwest wouldn't be able to pull off events such as these without your participation. Speaking of participation, Northwest has been going mad with March Madness already in play, so tell me, Shelby, I need to know how accurate my bracket is so far.
You're right, Jay. March Madness is in full swing, and I'm here to get you all caught up. 18 first-round games were played last night, and 16 more will be played today. The 9 that are currently moving on to round 2 of playoffs are listed on the screen. Today, the last 16 games will be in the first round will be played. After the results are finalized, round 2 will begin on Sunday. I know many of you have created brackets in hopes of seeing your favorite team advance further into the championship. So we want to know your thoughts on March Madness so far. Tweet us at NHSTV your comments and who you want to win the whole thing. In more professional news, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers made history by becoming the first NFL team to add 2 female full-time coaches to their staff. According to the team's website, head coach Bruce Arians has appointed Maral Jafardi to assistant strength and conditioning coach and Lori Locust to assistant defensive line coach. This is the first NFL team to do this, and many more are expected to follow. Now, we won't be here next week, but make sure to check on your favorite teams to see how far they'll make it.
Hey Texans, the first thing on the docket is me getting a ladder because I'm about to raise the roof with today's news. Toy Story 4 has released a new trailer this week showing off some of the plot. This looks like a fun journey that will end the series off on a good note. I'm definitely hyped for this. Also, Disney now owns 21st Century Fox after it was purchased for a cool $71 billion. Is anyone else concerned that Disney basically owns everything at this point? I'm going to keep my eye out for when they eventually buy the whole of America because, why not? They're Disney. Anyway, speaking of superpowered companies that basically own you, Google has just released a new streaming service called Stadia that basically allows you to game wherever you want. Stadia uses Google's hardware to run the game, so it doesn't matter how powerful your own device is, then it streams the game to whatever device you want. I can't wait to see my fellow gamers rising up. Continuing the super rich company theme, SpaceX has decided to enter the transportation business. I'm so proud of you, Elon Musk. Anyway, they are touting the ability to travel from New York to London in just 30 heckin' minutes. I don't know about you, but that is quick considering the fact that the same flight would take 6 hours and 50 minutes on a regular flight. That's so quick, I would even call it strange. Speaking of strange, Stranger Things Season 3, what? This is getting crazy. Folks, just hear me out. They just released a new trailer and I am shooketh. It's looking really strange, if you know what I mean, and I can't wait to see it when it comes out. It comes out July 4th, so we aren't too far away, I guess. So, what do you think about Stranger Things?
I'm gonna be honest here, I haven't actually watched it yet, but I mean, I think now, especially a perfect time since like Stranger Things Season 3 is coming out.
Yeah.
You know, why not? Just, binge watch it all. Well, thank you, Jack. And now before we go, us Texans take Whataburger very seriously. I mean, we all know that. But it turns out that some workers take their love to a competitive level. The Whata Games is a biannual 3-day competition that started way back in 1996. It tests order accuracy, friendliness, speed, and knowledge of Whataburger history. Of the 820 restaurants nationwide, 132 make it to semifinals and 22 are selected to compete in the actual event. Employees earn bragging rights and $5,000 if they bring home the gold. This year's competition starts next Wednesday in Houston.
So I didn't know this was a thing. I mean, I love Whataburger.
Yeah, me too. And you know what it reminds me of? Did you ever watch that SpongeBob episode with the fry cook?
Yes,
That's what this reminds me of. I would totally go and watch it. It seems like a fun event.
And then also, real quick, I'm sorry, but I like In-N-Out better, so...
Yeah, no, just kidding.
Sorry. On another note, NHSTV will be on hiatus as of next week, because our production crew will be away for the Student Television Network convention. Be sure to wish them a good trip.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We will be back in a week, and this has been NHSTV Live.